What question do you get more than anything from everyone, whether it's in your DMs or walking around at Kroger? Yeah.
How do I grow my Instagram following?
Probably. Or
That
what,
is one.
Or what nutrition path do you follow?
That's another one.
Yeah, what's your favorite diet?
How do you be a fitness influencer?
Everybody wants to know how to do
Be
that.
an influencer, yeah.
And what do you say? Just go start doing it? Because it's literally what you did. If you were sleeping in your car,
Yeah, I
passing
mean,
out.
I feel like there's a lot of things you can do to be successful in a certain path that you're trying to, aspire to be successful in. I feel like so many people just think that there's one way to get to from point A to point B, and if it doesn't work out, then like you're doomed and your like goals and dreams are just over and shattered and it's not meant for you. When there's like so many different ways to like be
Lots
successful.
of rivers, and they all go to the
Lots of
same
rivers.
ocean.
Lots of rivers.
What is but if you were giving like someone younger or older advice and they're like, no, but for real, what would you tell them? Well, just be whatever you do, be consistent.
I mean,
Don't a lot of people try, or they're like coming soon or big announcement, and then you never see it, or they try it twice, and then you're like, well, but what happened?
But obviously, also, being consistent is, yes, whether it be on social media, whatever it is. But I feel like also a lot of people nowadays, they'll get, like on their profile, they'll get a lot of views on a reel, but then they still don't have like that many followers because like their reels are getting popular, hitting the popular page, people are seeing them, but people aren't clicking follow. So I feel that there's a lot of things that you can do to get people to follow you. That's not just like posting content on social media.
Like what?
Like you can think outside the box. Like when I was trying to be successful in my career, I reached out to magazines. I reached out to different websites and like did ghostwriting for their articles, for their online stuff. I applied for bodybuilding.com competitions, Flex magazine competitions, entered in competitions like bodybuilding competitions. I mean, there's so much that you can do if you figure out like your field, and then you make little branches off that field saying, okay, these are different like avenues you can go to try to achieve success. Because if you achieve success in that field, then more people might know who you are. They might learn something from you. Yada, yada, yada.
Establishing yourself as an authority.
Right.
But
or
all
a brand,
those
a
things
name,
take work, though.
Well,
right.
Also, you got to find your lane. Like, you can't scatter shit. You got to get very specific with what you're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to be, what message you're trying to come out with, what's your specialty, whatever that is. Like,
so, like, I'm going to take your AR-15s.
Then
no,
become
I'm
a
not
gun
gonna
advocate.
Take your AR-15s.
And then
so, like,
dive hard into that. If that's what it's going to be.
Dial it in and stay with it.
Yeah, if that's going to be your deal, that's what that then become the reputable source on that topic, on that.
I also feel like,
and make sure you're passionate about it too, because then it's not like work. If you're doing it all the time, it's going to get mundane, but that's the only way to,
I also feel like if you look at a lot of successful people that you might admire or know, a lot of them.
I admire no one.
David Goggins. That's his. So I feel that. That's funny. No, I feel that they probably failed at a lot of things. A lot. They got told no, they failed, they didn't, and I feel like nowadays so many people fail at something and don't try again. Mm-hmm. They fail and they're just like done. So I got told no a million times, failed a million times, didn't get place a lot of competitions. I got like almost last place in a lot of competitions, but I didn't stop, So I feel like a lot of the times people they got to put on their big boy, big girl pants and just keep going.
Well, and you said earlier that you would reach out to people who were further along or where you wanted to be someday, and you were like, how'd you do that? And that takes some humility.
Yeah.
But normally when I talk to driven people, they're like, no, I wasn't really coming from a place of humility. I was just like, what's up, Bill Belichick? How do you win 5 Super Bowls? Mm-hmm. Like, what do you do? And
a lot of times, a lot of people have paved the way in that lane for you to be successful. So kind of taking a look at like what they've done.
Did you like track down your mentors though? Or did people come out of the woodwork and you maybe struck something up with them? Or were you like, yo, I want what you have and I'm going to be in your hip pocket till I figure it out?
I more so kind of like stalked them from afar. I kind of figured out like, okay, what did they do to get to be where they are? The weird thing about my situation is no one really paved the way in social media, or it was like girls on magazines, like that was like the thing, you know, like no one had like a huge social media following and like kind of built that. So I kind of paved my own way in that aspect. But to be successful in something, there's so many different like avenues that you can search for. Like, who's done it? What did they do? What have you tried? There's so many different avenues, you know, not giving up on those avenues. There's just so many, so many people want to be successful, and you can tell them this is the exact recipe that you need to be
Run
successful.
these plays.
But are they going to do it? They
No.
won't do it.
Yep.
It's just like me giving someone a diet plan and a workout plan and saying, if you want to get these goals, this is exactly what you have to do. It's really simple. Everyone really knows how to eat healthy and work out, you know. But if you give it to them, are they going to do it?
Yeah, usually no. Everybody wants the easy button.